No. What was it like to get to the incisive comment? What was it like for you guys making that transfer to, well, especially for you making that transfer to filming in America?
Be nice, I'm here.
Yeah.
American stink.
I know. I think with Torchwood that we've been very lucky every season that we've had a year, maybe 2 years in between each series, and they've always brought about different, whether it be 13 episodes or 5 episodes or maybe film, we don't know. To take it to America was simply unbelievable because we had this little show that was happening for BBC, and all of a sudden it went from BBC 3 to BBC 2 to this massive thing on BBC 1, and then exploded, and then they thought, well, what do we do now? It's not about Torchwood. Most series about, let's make a great series. Torchwood is about a product, and it's about what do we do with Torchwood now? How do we reinvent Torchwood again? And they reinvented it by taking it to Warner Brothers in California, and I made it with Alexa and beautiful, not that she got a hot these two hot girls, and Mackay and Bill, and for myself and John and Kai to go out there and represent Torchwood for Great Britain was the biggest achievement of our lives.
California a bit different to Wales.
Exactly like
in
Swansea Valley, is damp, boring.
Really cold.
Full of really dull people.
Unwelcoming.
Really
horrible.
Full of like salads just of lettuce.
Depressive, all that. Yeah.
Shit. Truly was outrageously lovely, and the welcome that we had, because so many people followed Torchwood out there that we didn't quite realise. And
there are people that think Doctor Who's a spin-off of Torchwood.
Really?
I think what was really surprising is that the people, and the fans out there are great, but the crew knew Torchwood, like.
Well, we had Nate,
Yeah.
Nate, who was our DOP, who was the DOP
massive
from
fans.
Heroes and these big shows and Lost, and he was like, I'm going to work on Torchwood, and I'm meeting Captain Jack, and Gwen Cooper, and oh my God, Rhys, I'm meeting Captain Andy, or what we call him Captain Andy. He's not Captain Andy, but we like to give him a bit of a praise on set. But it was what an achievement for Julie and Russell, for us to take this programme and do our best, and that's what we did, and that's what we can always do, is do our best.
Did you guys know of it before? Were you playing catch up?
I did. My husband's a really big fan of Torchwood, so when it came about, he pretty much shoved me and said, you don't have a choice. Not that I would ever said no. I had just had a baby, so I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to go back, and he was like, you get to that audition right now and you book that. So I got that, and it was, I think it's more of an underground cult following on our side. I don't think we're as in the know. We're not as cool as you guys. But it starts to grow and grow. Oh yeah, you totally agree with that. You totally agree with that.
The underground thing, I think.
I think it's underground. It'd be very, people wouldn't know, it's not in the general public, but people would be like, big Torchwood fan. They're like, why don't you just tell me?
Why would they whisper? It's like a
It's
guess
like
what?
literally like
I'm
we're
in the
doing
know.
like a drug deal. Like,
It's so funny.
can you tell me what happens next? What's Eve really like? And I'm like, well,
She does have a gap, and she is Welsh.
You all seem
not
to get
coloured
on
in.
quite well. You all seem, you're quite affectionate with each other. And is it really that nice?
We're
people
faking
always
it.
say
We're
is.
actors. We're impossible.
It's so. I know people always say that everything's great. Everybody, but we really do. Everybody got on great.
Yeah.
Really, it's fantastic. Can anybody smell cabbage? Smell cabbage.
Oh man.
We love
We
Mike
do. We
Flower.
get on great. We get on great. And that is true. We can't.
Yeah,
Can't lie that.
everybody. It was wonderful to work with everybody. Even from the very beginning, when I was doing my fitting, and I showed up and they're like, "Have you met Eve yet?" I'm like, "No." And by that time I had seen half of the Torchwood episodes. So she comes up and she's like, "Hi, you're gonna work with us," and she was like, and I was like, "Oh, it's so sweet." But the welcome was.
She doesn't know this, right? Arlene doesn't know this. I had a fitting in Warner Brothers. I was sweating before I got there.
Great, so I got the
going,
sweat. Also, you were just wiping
I'm
yourself.
not worthy. Fuck it, I'm going. I'm gonna have a good time. Got in there, and there's literally this curtain, and all I can see, I'm like that.
You
and
get
all
that?
I can see is legs.
Good laugh.
Right? I can see legs, and I'm like, what? And how is that possible? That's gorgeous.
Talking about yours, you're talking about your legs.
It was your legs.
It was my
I'm
legs.
looking at me and I'm going, Welsh pit pony. Welsh pit pony, maybe second row Welsh. Oh my Christ almighty, she's amazing. And she came in. She comes, I'm like, oh my God, she's amazing. She's the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. I'm the most nicest person.
She is the nicest. It was such a welcome. Everybody, even John was also very open.
What
I thought they
is-
were going to be like, you know, we are Torchwood coming over here. The Americans want to join us, but they were so
Oh,
John is
open.
usually quite shy, if I'm honest.
Very shy.
But he was
how much is
more
he
than
paid you?
open. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, what it is that you see companies come together and you think you can't get on that. We were so pleased to be there making the 4th series of Torchwood. And whoever we've had come on board, we've always welcomed, genuinely welcomed with open arms. And gone,
Genuinely.
I really hope you enjoy this as much as we do. And maybe you come back, you know, and maybe this can be a really good thing for everybody.
That was exactly the energy. You guys did a great job with
We
that.
made some great friends.
Especially on the flip
You know?
side, us coming
And
in.
Julie and Russell as well.
Yeah.
They were equally as open
Oh
and
yeah,
encouraging.
because they care passionately about it and they want everybody to get on. They cast well. They cast the team well. They make sure that you know.
And I think you
hopefully-
can see when it doesn't, because I've been on cast, and sometimes you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
get along
yeah,
as well.
yeah. That's
But I get
unfortunate,
what
you
you're
know.
saying, that sometimes like, is this all for show?
Yeah.
Do you guys really like each other?
Read-throughs, you know, like we get read-throughs,
Oh,
right? So you get an episode, right? And you sit around a table, and normally it's like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. And you get your page out, and you're like, just hold your hands there, or sit on them because you're shaking and sweating, and you just try to get the page. You're so nervous and all this. It was a riot. Every
was
read-through we
amazing.
had stars would come because they just enjoy it.
Yeah.
They would
And
just have
you
a
know,
laugh.
the American crew, which was like makeup, hair,
Yeah.
and
They didn't need to be
wardrobe.
there. They'd all be there.
No, but when they have their read through, they're usually very
Yeah,
scared, or
yeah.
everybody's very hesitant in Hollywood, and you have to be doing this. But when it was with Julie and Russell, they couldn't wait because they were like, "Hooray! We have a wonderful read today. We're gonna have so much fun!" And everybody was like, all the Americans were like, "Don't tell them. They're not supposed to be that. Don't tell them."
Russell reads all the stage directions, and he openly admits that he's wonderful at it. Before he starts. I'm going to read the stages, and I'm great at it. He says, and he does. He reads all the inserts and stuff and all the action bits. Russell reads them at a pace that he
The
gets.
answer to your question is we're very fortunate.
All right, that was one question.
We just covered everything that you were all going to ask in one.
Eve, do you miss doing the single episode stories?
No.
It's now the last two.
No, I don't. I've said that from, we were fortunate enough in the second series to get, I think it was 6, 7 and 8, which was Bern Gorman's story, which was him being dead and broken and trying to live in real life. And I found it fascinating that we were able to stretch a story with 3 episodes instead of it being a beginning, a middle and an end in 40 minutes. As an actor, it gives you more, and you can just invest more in it and enjoy it more, and tell a story without having pressure of I didn't give an effect in that, and I didn't, you know, I feel it's a more of an adult theme, and that's more where we want to be with Torchwood. So I think that having Children of Earth over 5 hours literally was a miracle. I couldn't wait for that to happen, and having one director, the wonderful Rhys, to direct that. And then I think that really it was such a phenomenal hit that then bled into Miracle Day being made. But Russell always wanted Miracle Day to be made from day one, but never had the facility and the amenities to make
You always
it.
had that story in mind.
So we were able to do that, and maybe if that's the last story we tell, we all take our hats off to him and say thank you so much. But it was quite extraordinary. As an actor, I'm saying, and as a viewer, because you know we all watched it. We weren't given episodes. We all watched it as it came out on the night, which was quite thrilling actually. And I sat there and I don't watch the telly, I just watch my fiance go, yeah, he got that. Oh, he didn't get that. I got that. And you know, you just, it's nice, it's alive, and it's quite special. Very lucky to have.
You said you watched the episodes as they came out, which was all of you guys. What episodes stood out for you then as you were watching them?
In the currency, the Miracle Day. Oh wow.
I love the first one. The first one, I've watched it like 4 times, and my heart was always racing. And I know what was going to happen.
I did like.
I loved the first one.
I think I thoroughly enjoyed this series more so than all the ones in the past, really. And I like the. I liked the one where it went back in time with Angela.
I did too.
I really did like that episode an awful lot. And I thought 10 was I thought 10 the climax was amazing. But I thought was it 7? I think it was called. 7. It was where you know Jack went back and met Angela. I thought that really
I thought they did a fantastic job with the period and everything.
The tone of the design, the colour, the whole thing of it. I just thought that stood out for me. But I just enjoyed it all.
And the lot we film on in California does periods really well.
Yes.
So if you walk down the street, it's Warner Brothers lot, and you all of a sudden you feel like you're in 1920s New York. So it really lended itself.
That was
well
incredible.
to
I think just going on the Warner Brothers lot and seeing the designs of the streets and the size.
It's very magical.
The size of the studio itself was just incredible.
and me had our own weight in frozen yogurt. I'd never had frozen yogurt in my life.
It's just
a wonderful invention. Because you can have more, we did. There wasn't enough.
And you see the Friends stage, the ER stage, and like 2.5 Men. It was just really, really. And I think we were on stage 27, stage 11, and outside each stage there's a plaque that tells you what's got shot on your stage, and you know that's pretty amazing to know that actually what the stage, the first one that we shot on, the first scene you ever see Gwen and Rhys in Miracle Day was the first thing we shot when Gwen wakes up and goes, "What are you dreaming about?" kind of thing. And what do you think, Torchwood? That was the first scene we shot in the series, and we were on, you know, and they said, "Come have a look at the plaque." And the stage was constructed in 1935, and Casablanca was shot on the same set. You know,
Star was born.
That was just.
We were blind. We were so nervous I couldn't see anything. I was just like, just show me where I'm meant to be.
It felt as if we were doing it for the first time in this series again, because it was a different place, a different adventure, and a completely different, you know, obviously having to move there and live there. It just felt as if we were doing Torchwood for the first time. And
you don't get
it was
that.
amazing.
Every series that comes
out so fresh.
After the 3rd or the 4th, you kind of know what you're going to get. And what really works for Julian Russell is that they will always give you a surprise. And that's unusual, you know, with a long-term series, you know, and I think that's kind of special.
And I think it is after the second, because the first series is settled down, the second series, we've got a second series, amazing, let's all make it even better. So that's the freshness of the second series. It finished, then it's a 5-hour special. Wow, another surprise, another lift. This time, we're moving over, we're going to Hollywood to shoot it. You couldn't get more of a lift. And then the calibre of the cast that they brought on board as well.
I think it was a long-term holiday for all of you.
Great time.
Eve's up in the Hollywood Hills. And
I lived like a coyote for 8 months. I didn't want to see anyone.
8 roadkill.
Roadkill, the sign, and a pool. I was happy. And then frozen yogurt. Or as they say there, yogurt.
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 I love the American accent episode.
that episode was actually really good.
That was my. I loved that. Yeah. Hot diggity, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
What was it? What was the word when she walks away? I'm mortified. That was it.
Mortified. Yeah. I think I texted it more.
Anyway,
Two words.
No, but even the producers.
Red velvet.
Cake. The cake in LA is outrageous.
Has anybody tried red velvet cake, by the way?
Not that anyone's eating it. No.
Really? Is that an American thing? I didn't know that was an American
Where is
thing.
Hummingbird Bakery?
Yes, they do, but nobody eats.
Is it? Have you heard that?
There's a cupcake in Soho as well.
And do they do red velvet there?
I'm sorry,
Where?
I'm absolutely zoning out. This man has just told me there's a red velvet cake in Soho. Jerry, don't ignore me.
Jerry, where are you going? Jerry!
Are you serious?
In Soho?
Yeah, it's next to a frozen yogurt place called Slog.
Yogurt here.
Hold that down, hold that
It
down.
used to be a sex shop inside.
What?
She'll know what it is because you said that now.
And they have cupcakes which have
Sex shop
the
cupcakes and what?
cupcakes.
Frozen yogurt.
The cupcakes have torsos of naked men on top of them as decorations.
Get out.
I bet you Barrowman owns that shop.
Oh, probably.
It's run by a very famous designer, yeah.
Wow,
I
cool.
think now we've combined Sex Cake and Torchwood, I think that's probably you deserve the hell.
Oh, hang on.
I'm happy to let you guys carry on. But
Just ask a question.
Can we have a couple of more? Can we have 5
I'm
minutes?
sure. Well, I'm happy to.
Are you
As long
going
as
to
it
take
is, but at some
that?
point, some people will drag me off and kill me. But
Okay.
let's have a few on them.
That's
Blame us.
fine.
We're Welsh and American, we're talking.
This is a very open-ended question. What's next for Torchwood?
You would know better than any of us.
I hope it comes back. I want it to come back, and I really just because I think if it comes back again, it will be.
I think there's more to be told.
It'll be different again. So yeah, exciting. Who knows?
We'll change format because this is one thing that a lot of people have been asking
I
around
hope
the
so.
States and stuff like that was,
Yes.
this like
Children with.
Children of Earth was five different episodes, which was groundbreaking, but it was only 5. And once it was done, it was like Monday, Tuesdays. Once we got to Friday, it was like, it was great. It's over.
They're gonna
I think
multiply now.
Listen,
They're
I
gonna
think
make 25.
yeah, I think it would be different. It would be different.
Is there a
one
chance
Russell
that
would definitely
something
make it
episodes like
Stars doesn't ever do
20-something
that.
episodes? Is that
I don't well, no. I think
Stars, the way American TV works, if it's on the
Yeah.
premium cable channels, they'll never do that many. They would rather do more quality than quantity.
right,
So their goal isn't to make it, the network show's goal is to make it just syndication. So that's why you see 22, 26 episodes, because that's where the money is.
Yeah.
Whereas they're trying to almost do a film every episode. So you get the Stars, the HBO, the Showtime.
Yes.
That's where,
yeah.
and I think it's most suited, and originally Torchwood was almost developed. I have a studio exec friend at Fox. It was almost going its way to Fox, which you would have seen the story told over 26 episodes.
Wow.
But I think the home of Stars lets it tell a great movie and into such depth
it might come back as a
art.
special kind of thing.
So if it stays with Stars, they'll keep it around about, I would say.
12?
You know something.
I think maybe the next step would be a movie. That'd be the next step. We change every year. We have to change every year.
It would be
to keep
different.
to keep it fresh and alive and keep people interested. Because by the 3rd, 4th series of Lost, Sopranos, whatever, how good they are, they're extraordinary. But you know what you're going to get. With Torchwood, you can live up to the name, but you're never going to know what
It would be
you're gonna
different.
Yeah,
I think
but,
that's definitely.
yeah, but sorry. The stories that have been told so far in Torchwood there's a vast vaster possibilities than you would have with Sopranos or
It will be different. They can do whatever they want with
You can
it.
nail any subject possible in Torchwood.
They can do whatever they want with the show. They can because it is it's sci-fi. They can do what they want with it because it can go off.
He's amalgamated a wonderful kind of genre of it has been done before, of course, with Buffy, but he amalgamated a sci-fi with really strong domestic drama, and you've got characters in there that are normal and ordinary, dealing with extraordinary circumstances, which people find fascinating. It's fascinating to play, it's fascinating to watch, and that's Russell's pen on paper. That's what that is. He creates that, and when Russell writes more, I'm sure it'll be as extraordinary as Children of Earth and Miracle Day, because when we finished Children of Earth, we just thought, thank you, it's been a wonderful turn, because how do you get any better than that? It was crazily accepted and wonderfully done, and he came up with Miracle Day, for Christ's sakes. It was just phenomenal, and told one story over 10 hours. That's phenomenal for us. You know, over here, you know, if you're a die-hard Soprano fan, or, you know, Broadway, Empire,
Boardwalk Empire.
Broadwalk, yeah, you know, you tune these big HBO hitters, you know, they're massive. Still, they dip, they peak, they dip, they peak. Something like Torchwood.
They're all independent. Yeah.
We had 5 million, boom, every week, watching it, and dedicated fans of people who had never seen sci-fi in their life. You know, my mum's in her 60s.
Yeah,
my
that's-
father's in
I
their
think
60s.
that's-
They've never watched Star Trek. They
That's
never
what.
got, and
That's
they,
right.
they just got it because
People
they
who
had
don't-
people
yeah.
they could connect with in it. And
Because it has that real heart in the middle of it that Russell writes about, that real people and the fantastical element of it all. People who have no interest in sci-fi will sit and watch and be glued to Torchwood.
I feel very honoured to be part of it. I really, and whatever happens in the future happens. But up to this point, I'm very honoured to have played Gwen Cooper, and I'm very honoured to have been led by John Barrowman and Rhys Davies and Julie Davies.
Here, and I can only second that. What here, it's the best job ever. And if they wanted to do 5 more years of Torchwood or 10 more years of Torchwood, and they wanted me as part of it, if I was lucky enough to be a part of it, I would do it every time.
Bring these guys back from the dead.
It would be
What
that
What
brilliant.
the hell?
It's that brilliant.
Gwen, we gotta get Glau going. Writing into Russell.
Whatever it is, you better come back over ours. I want to steal them a little longer if you don't mind to share them.
I can't eat any
Because
more
I was
cake.
just devastated when you went on the plane.
One more question. Go on.
Considering how much Torchwood changed itself and how much notorious it's kind of been in some people's minds for killing off characters, have you ever felt safe?
No. God, me? Rhys is the most killable character of the whole
And that's
lot.
why they don't kill you.
Because it works so well. Rhys is a very killable character. I'm constantly on edge going,
Tell them the secret. I'll tell you the secret. He was supposed to die in episode 6 of the first series.
Yes, yeah, it was.
And I knew that. And I had a little word, my friend. And I said, you're going to die. We've got to do something really special here and make this relationship work and make Gwen and Rhys real. Not phony. We need to make them real. We need to make people laugh. And we need to make people enjoy seeing them together and just enjoy their relationship and watch it and go, oh, I like that. I like to see that. And we get a lot on page that's quite difficult. And they have a lot to deal with. Ben Cooper has to save the world. He works in a lorry company. It's difficult. Right? So we have to make each other laugh.
Yeah.
Right? Apart from that, me and Kai get on. I love him to death. Right? But we have to get on and really show that on screen. We have to give people that lovely joy, and it's nice to be able to do that. It's hard. And they saw that. And he did get killed in it, and they brought him back, the Billis stuff. They brought him back.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important. I think it's integral, actually, to Torchwood, the Gwen-Rhys relationship.
Yeah.
It's integral. It keeps you guys connected to the craziness. You still believe it because it's Gwen and Rhys.
So I nobody's safe, but I do
No.
feel myself very, very blessed because
I'm waiting.
it's a
I'm waiting for the
character.
shop. I wait for
It's
the
a
shop
character
every
that
script.
they could, and again, they can do whatever they want with the next series. They can turn it into a movie. They can take it onto a different planet if they want.
It's a wonderful quote from Russell T Davies, isn't it? You never rape Snow White.
That's what he says. Yeah. you don't rape Snow White.
No.
That's what, don't challenge. Don't.
And nobody is safe. Literally.
Oh, you know coming on that there's
You
a
can
huge
get a
chance.
you know.
Yeah. But we're in good company. I mean, look.
That's what
how
happens
many
in
wonderful
Torchwood. It's a
characters
deadly
and
organisation.
You know, I mean, we were. I was as stunned as anybody because we didn't know that, or we're part of a series that gives people the chop. You know, I had about a month. I think I had about 3 or 4 weeks off in the first series, where they did an episode that I wasn't involved in, and I came back and I had lunch with Eve, and she said, "I have some news." Oh yeah, we're going. What? Because you know, have a quick catch up. And she told me that Naoko and Bernard had been in for a meeting, and they sort of, or they go at the end of, and so, oh my god, you're joking? Oh my, because I didn't think it was, but actually nobody is safe. You know what I mean? Actually, when it sunk in and went, oh yeah, it makes sense. Awful, tragic for them. I mean, it is, but you know, awful news. But then again, it goes, well, it will probably work because it's Torchwood.
And that's part of it.
It just works.
Full stop. We're not doing a documentary.
Yeah, it just worked. I mean, good God. I mean, we had
do.
a read through. We had a meeting with Eros Lynn at the Holland House in Cardiff. I'll never forget it. I was in the room with Eve, John, and Gareth. And Gareth, you know, and Eros said, we didn't know. And then Eros said, well, obviously, Gareth, you're not in the 5th episode.
Gareth said to me, I died from an alien fart.
Yeah.
And I went,
that's it, yeah. What? And he said, oh no, I'm not in the 5th episode. Why? Oh no, I
died from an
I
alien
died.
fart, he said.
But they're going for shock value each time, because when they came to me, I had a strong inkling, knowing joining the cast, but it was, oh, it's not, it's not a personal thing, and it's fun, and it works, and they just we developed an Esther just so likable that we want to just hit the audience in the gut. We can't wait to punch the audience in the gut.
My mates just got a shock of their life when I think Arlene and Alexa just did phenomenal work in the whole series, and my mates were stunned what happened. The way,
and not just one,
the
but
way
two
Dr.
characters.
Juarez went was just, oh my God,
It was so fun to shoot, though.
Awful.
To get shot. But Russell has a great reputation amongst like the biggest creators creators of show in the States. Like, for example, I was sitting with the creators of Grey's Anatomy and Desperate Housewives, and it was at that BAFTA thing. It was at a BAFTA event.
Yeah.
And they had said, I was sitting there like, who are you with? I'm like, oh, I did Torchwood, and they're like, with Russell T. Davies? So they were like, I'm like, yeah, I'll bring him over. You want to meet him? I work with him. So then I introduced Russell to, what's her name? The lady that does Grey's Anatomy, has all those
Shonda
shows.
Rhimes.
So, Shonda Rhimes, and she's like, I love you. And he's like, he's so silly. He's such a big heart. And he was just turning red, blushing, but everybody loves him. All the creators.
He's a talent.
You do that actually. Over the weekend, you just sit
admire
where you
him
are.
so much because they don't write like that. They don't take those
I don't
risks.
think, they're not almost in such a safe box with writing sometimes in the States that you don't see characters killed, lead characters. They just don't do it.
You don't see
And that's what makes it so
and you don't see
interesting.
flaws, and that's what's interesting.
And
flaws and vulnerability. That sucks me in straight away, and that's what I see. And there's no better writer in the world than Russell T. Davies.
And we do that. We do that all the time. That's what you do it all the time, especially at read-throughs, or even because he likes cake. Red velvet. He loved red velvet. He told us about it in Cardiff. And you have me and Eve were having this conversation. He loves cake. And we were having this conversation. Have you not tried red velvet cake? And we went, we're having a conversation about red velvet.
So this is
with
new?
Russell,
This isn't
your
here?
Russell T. Davies.
Red Velvet isn't here?
No, it's not here. Why isn't it here?
Yes, it is here.
It's here. No.
It's a southern thing. It's a southern thing.
No, it's really not. It's different. They call it the same. It looks the same, but it's
not.
Bloody imbecile. It's not red velvet. He bought me an entire cake for my engagement, and it was meant for everyone. I ate the lot to myself. No cutlery. Hands.
I think.
Why was that the best red velvet?
Yeah. Where?
Susie Cakes.
Oh God.
Magnolia is the one. Is it called Magnolia on Third Street?
Magnolia Bakery.
Mamma mia! Sorry.
That's from New York.
No, one more. Come on. We're having a chat. Come on. Come on.
Oh my God.
What's your favourite cake?
2013, not 50th anniversary.
I wouldn't have thought so. We have lots of adult themes running in Torchwood, and I think it would be inappropriate for us to have anything to do with Doctor Who because it's predominantly a children's program. It's a family program. Pardon my words, not a children's program. It's a family program, and I think that where Torchwood is, it deals with darker subjects, and I think intermixing them, that's if they want to do that, then fine. But I can tell you that I'm not involved in it. They won't give me guns or a bazooka.
Rhys is going to be in it.
Making lasagna.
He's the TARDIS breaks down, and Rhys comes with a lorry and puts the TARDIS on board and stuff.
That makes sense.
I do agree with Eve. I don't think it'll be there.
No.
Do you miss the baby?
I'm sorry?
Do you miss the baby?
Babies. They're actually two
Your
twin
baby.
boys.
Twin boys.
Pretty much on their 18th birthday.
Look what you did when you were a baby. You did your little pink balls.
They're like boys. Like hate Gwen Cooper.
Marcel and Oliver.
Rightly.
Good boys.
They were extraordinary. Seriously, I mean,
That
we
shot
all
was
are
classic
children.
though, with the gun and
And the baby.
the laughing baby.
He completely stole it. I'm like,
He re-
yes.
No, come on. Good question. Were you firing anything? No.
We took
Blanks?
5 days to do that
Uh-huh.
because you can shoot a firearms with a baby. Obviously. And if you can.
You also can't
vice
have a helicopter
versa.
that close to a
Yeah.
car, but they did.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
we did.
Okay, so go ahead, tell me about the baby.
Freaking terrifying, actually. It's gonna chop my head off. The babies were.
You didn't shoot next to the baby.
No,
It was
no,
fake.
Everything you see me shooting is CGI'd or it's. No, I would never. They would never allow you to shoot a firearm with the real baby. We did actual a reshoot of it because it didn't work because it looked like I was carrying a doll, which was so creepy. The doll was the best.
I asked for you.
The doll was awful.
I wanted to shoot the doll.
Good acting and
It was horrific.
I held the doll a lot. And it was
yes,
creepy.
you did in the hospital.
Oh, that doll, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
The
have
head of a
pictures with that
90-year-old
doll.
comedian.
Did it ever just look at you?
It did. It was.
It never stopped.
It was.
Chucky.
It was Chucky crossed with like Hellraiser kind of thing.
And the hair was like, oh,
Those
nappy.
kids
Yeah.
were
Crazy.
incredible, and they had wonderful parents and grandparents that looked after them, and I adored them. They were a treat to have. Because I had my little girl, I was missing her. It was wonderful. Yeah, lovely little boys. Stole every scene. Lovely little boys. No, we were lucky. They just smiled. And you know the scene where Oswald Danes, I'm washing up, Gwen's washing up, and Oswald comes in and picks the baby up and wipes the baby's thing, and she turns around and she keeps wiping, she clumps in with the saucepan. Baby was like, and they were like, no, do a scary face, Bill. Bill was like,
Actually, just for the record, just to clear things up, we all got on apart from with Bill. He's not very nice at all.
I have to say, horrific man.
He's not a very nice man at all.
Not talented.
Cruel.
No, he's not very talented.
There's
He's
an
just
ounce of talent in him.
He's not nice. He's just not. He didn't speak to anybody.
Abusive, quite
Yeah.
quite aggressive.
Yeah, he's a violent man. Yeah.
Bill Pullman is possibly the best person I've ever met in my life. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah. Bill Pullman was amazing.
Look, he's shitting himself. He's like,
Well,
Yeah, we gotta go.
your public expect below.
Just to make it clear, Bill Pullman, fantastic.
I was thinking, could I just stop it just when you said he's the worst person ever? I go. So thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.